Okay, hopefully we are both in focus. Hi, love. So this video is the furry friend tag question video. I hope this works. I'm sitting on the floor and he was napping, but now it's bath time apparently. So hopefully this doesn't get rated R and he keeps it clean. Haha, no pun intended. And we'll just go through these questions. So the first question is, what's your pet's name? And his name is Wolfie, which is short for Wolfgang. I did not name him. His former owner was from the symphony, and I'm pretty sure it's Wolfgang after Mozart. He had a biological sister, and her name was Clara. So what kind of pet it is and what breed? It's a dog. No, it's a cat, obviously. I'm assuming American Shorthair. I'm not sure. How long have I had my pet friend? I want to say since 2005. Could have been 2006, but I think 2005, so 13 years. I adopted him and his sister from a coworker of mine, actually. Well, it was his wife. She was the one that worked for the symphony. Okay, that actually ties into the next question. How did you get your pet? So, I had a cat growing up, and she passed away, I think, when I was about 23 or so. I had started work, and she'd passed away, and she was at home at my parents' house, so I didn't actually have a cat at my house. And I talked to my roommate at the time, and she was more of a cat fanatic than me. So she was all for getting a cat, and actually she I think has two cats of her own now. And so she was on board of getting a cat, and I had hummed and hawed and thought, okay, I'll get a cat. And then my coworker had sent out an email to our company. I worked at a really small company, and he had moved in with his fiance who had two cats, and he found out he was deathly allergic to the cats. So he wanted to know if we knew anybody that was interested in adopting two cats. And obviously I was looking for a cat, not two, but I thought, what the heck, I might as well go see them. So my roommate at the time came with me to see the cats, and we fell in love instantly. I'll put a picture of Clara up on the screen. She was a little peanut. Again, they were biological brother and sister. They were about 3 when I had seen them, and Clara was drawn to me right away, which the former owner, my coworker's fiance, was amazed because Clara was a fairly skittish, quiet cat. She was a little more reserved than this guy, but we found out that she just had a particular person that she liked. Like, she would go to specific people that we could never figure out why it was that person. Like, she didn't like everybody, but there would be a person here and there that was her person that she'd be really drawn to. But she was definitely more of a skittish, quiet cat. But yeah, she came and sat right next to me, and obviously I just melted. And Wolfie really bonded with my roommate. So I was interested in getting one cat, but somehow I got two. So that's the story. Ironically, I'm actually now allergic to cats. Well, I at least developed an allergy. So I'm not sure after this guy I will get another cat in the future. I take allergy pills every day because I can't handle it. Question number 5 is, how old is your pet? So Wolfie turned 16 in March. Birthday is March 23rd, I think. And I'll confirm that. I actually know his birth date. And yeah, he's 16. So he's old. He's my little old man. He used to weigh about 16 pounds, and now he weighs about 8. So I might as well get into this because this doesn't look like it's one of the questions. But Wolfie has feline kidney disease. He is at stage 3 of 4. We discovered this over the last year, over 2017. I noticed him losing weight. I didn't really notice it right away. It was one of those things that happened fairly gradual over the year. And then I realized, no, he's definitely lost a lot of weight. He's pretty bony looking. And so I took him into the vet, and then that's when I found out he was half the size as to what he was before. I feel like the weight was probably over 2 years. It probably wouldn't have been 1 year, because I think I would have noticed it sooner if it was that dramatic. And so we did some blood tests, and we found out that yes, he was at stage 3 kidney disease. which is what his sister had. She had she had that, plus she had kidney stone. She had a few other problems. Um, it was pretty emotional going through. She passed away in 2012. Um, so she lived till she was about 10, but she was diagnosed when she was 5, and they were basically like, no, put her down now. And she lived till she was 10, because it is something that, depending on what stage they're at and what the problems are, that can be not treated, but sort of maintained. For her, it was 5 years. With Wolfie, it's definitely not going to be that long. So this was last October, and the diagnosis at that time was at stage 3. A cat can live about 6 months to 2 years. So we've definitely passed the 6-month mark, so that's good. But we've had some recent problems. He's had some digestive problems. Try not to say some gross words or describe things in too much detail, but he's had some digestive problems. Not good. One interesting thing with cats with kidney disease is usually, again, what you can help maintain their quality of life and that they can live longer is something called subcutaneous fluids. So it's sub-Q fluids, and it's basically you put like fluids, like electrolytes, and you put a needle just under their skin, and then they can absorb more fluids. I did that for his sister, so yes, I gave needles to a cat. Again, it was pretty emotional to do that, but she was very ill when I would do it, and she knew it was making her feel better, so she tolerated it. This guy, there's no way I could do that. He's a little feisty, and I also found out that he has a heart murmur and has a bit of heart damage, so we can't do sub-Q fluids. Luckily, he does drink a lot of water, so that helps, but it is a bit of a pain that I'm limited in terms of my options to make him feel better in his later years. But as you've seen in some of my videos, he's still a little feisty guy. And again, there's going to be a point though where I'm going to have to make a decision. As long as he's still feisty and he's still eating, I'm going with that. So anyway, number 6 is, what is your favorite memory with your pet? I don't think I have anything specific. He has funny things that he does. I would say the one thing though that we do more in the wintertime, not in the summer, is we like to cuddle on the couch. So he's a very good little spoon. He loves when you get the blanket out, and he loves bedtime too. So that's his favorite. I'll insert a little picture. It's kind of embarrassing. Maybe I'll block out my face a little bit because it's real early in the morning. But he'll sleep like right next to my face and put his paw around my neck, and basically like I'm like his teddy bear. So it makes it difficult to get out of the bed in the morning, but it's very cute. Number 7 is, what are some quirky things about your pet's personality? So I've joked that Wolfie is a bit of a dog. The name's kind of ironic, actually, Wolfie for a cat, and he's a bit of a dog. He's very much a people cat. He likes people. He likes people more than other cats. Doesn't really like other cats. Didn't really like his sister all that much. I know I adopted them as a bonded pair. I don't really think they were bonded. I think they would have done pretty fine without each other. I know Clara would have appreciated a cat around. Again, she didn't really care for this guy too much, but she might have been better with another cat sibling. He prefers to be on his own. He prefers to have the sole attention of people. He greets me at the door every day, but he has the typical cat things, like he wakes me up. One of his new quirky things, again, cats change. They get quirks as time goes on. One of his new ones is screaming like a banshee when I'm in the shower. He has a meltdown. I don't know what it is. Yeah, he's loud. He's got a very deep voice, and he's very loud. So I don't know what that is. I don't know if he thinks I'm drowning. He doesn't know where I am. I am noticing funny things, like he's getting a little more deaf as he's getting older. He's never had good balance. He's never been very well coordinated. He doesn't jump up high on things because he really can't. Although he did surprise us once when we moved and he was on the top of the kitchen cupboards. We still don't know how he got up there because he just doesn't jump high. That's the last time he ever did that, and that was like 10 years ago. So, yeah, anyway. What does your relationship with your pet mean to you? Well, he's my baby. Having the cats, the two cats, like, I definitely take it seriously. I am their caregiver, and I think anyone that has pets thinks, like, knows this. You're their life. Like, I'm the one that comes home and feeds them. Like, yeah, I go out into the world and see people and do things. He's in my house. He's with my family and me, and you are their life. You are the one caring for them. I think that's why when Clara got sick and when she passed away, I took it really hard. I took it as failure, that I wasn't a good mom. And it's hard to like get past that and to understand that no, I did everything that I could do. I did spend a shit ton of money. So that's one thing. I know he's going through the kidney disease. There are maybe a couple of things that I could do, but there really isn't anything that I could do. I mean, like one thing I talked to the vet about was doing an x-ray, but the x-ray, even if we did find something, we probably can't do anything. So that's what's difficult with pets, is the responsibility. But it does teach you a lot. I mean, I have a bad day, I come home. How can you be stressed out looking at this little sleepy head? Yeah, I joke that he's my codependent, because he is super dependent on me and I'm super dependent on him. Yeah. What are some of your favorite pastimes with your pet? My foot's falling asleep. I gotta wrap this up. Again, I just talked about that. You know, we like to snuggle on the couch, and he sleeps with me every night, beside my head at some point. Not every night beside my head, but at some point in the night he is beside my head. He does go off on his own every once in a while though too, but and he goes up to my parents' house. He likes being up there. He likes all the attention. He likes everybody, you know, paying attention to him, getting treats and all sorts of different laps to sit on and different places to explore. So yeah, and he's good. Like, he's good with new people. He doesn't mind if you pick him up and carry him around. He doesn't like to do that for too long, but yeah, he's a good cat. Like, when people say they don't like cats, and like, you obviously haven't met a cat like this, or a cat like Clara, or a cat like my old cat Corey. Yeah, there are those psycho evil cats. My parents have one. It's not their house. It's at my dad's place now, but there are psycho cats. I can understand why, if that's your only interaction with a cat, that you wouldn't like cats, but it's like people. There's always psycho people, and if that's your only interaction, you could just like blanket wash people and say they're terrible. So anyway, that's my little guy. And what are the nicknames? This is the last question. What are the nicknames you call your pet? So I guess technically his name is a nickname, because his official name is Wolfgang. Actually, he had a different name on his birth certificate. I should look it up. I'll put it on the screen if I look that up and see what that is. Oh, I'm getting a bit of sun and a bit of reflection here. Other nicknames, I call him my old man, my little man, Bub. I don't really call him, I don't know, what do I call you? Hey, Bub. Yeah, Bub is one of them. I call him Love. Hey, Love. How you doing, my little love? I don't really have any good nicknames for him. Sometimes if I'm real mad though, like the other day, I was sleeping and he wanted to wake me up, and he does the typical fingernail up the nose. He sticks his fingernail up my nose. Cats do this. Well, a couple weeks ago, he did that to my eyelid. I don't know what I called him, but it wasn't nice. Because it really hurt, and he scratched my eyelid. Yeah, there's the sun. Little sleepy head. Anyway, that's it. That's all we have. I want to do this video because he's important to me, and as you've seen, he shows up in a lot of my videos, whether I want him to or not. Oh, stinky breath. Thanks for watching. Hope you subscribe. See you in my next video. Bye.